I'm Zenet Negron with Socially Now, and today we have our special guest is Ava Avione, and she is an artist who's been around for many years, and she's here in the Central Valley, particularly in Stockton, and we're going to meet Ava. Welcome, Ava.
Well, hi.
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 Now, you know what? We had the opportunity to meet last year, and I spent some time here at your studio, and that's where we are today. Wonderful, wonderful place and location here in Stockton. Tell us how you got here and what you're doing.
How I got here. This is a very interesting story because Stockton was definitely not on my roadmap. And I had charted out places all over the world I wanted to go, but one day I got a call from my son. And he's an attorney in San Francisco, and he said, and I could hear in his voice that he needed some assistance, or he would have liked to reconnect. So we did, and I came to Stockton because he owned property here.
Wow.
And I came to help him with that project. So we worked hands-on in Stockton, and I started to get to know the place and know the community. And I thought, this is pretty neat here. I really like this. And I went for a walk into University Park, which was only 2 blocks from his place, and that was it. Here I found this beautiful spot.
This is wonderful. This is just fate that you just came across something and you said, this is where I want to be. And what you do here is you create.
I create. Whatever projects I'm working on, it's projects of some form of creation. Right now I'm doing a lot of archiving for things that I've, travels that I've done all over the world. And I'm archiving them here in Stockton, and I have 2 floors of this old library building here in University Park, packed full with about 5,000 paintings, which I've now archived, and I'm archiving the journeys that created those paintings in addition, plus painting, plus showing. Last year I did 29 shows in San Joaquin County.
Wow, that's phenomenal.
Yeah.
And your shows were part, your artwork as far as your paintings?
Yeah, my paintings, and they were basically to support all the different areas of the community. And I did shows for all of the different ethnic groups, and because Stockton is so rich in culture and heritage.
Lodi. You were up in Lodi in
I was in Lodi.
That's right,
and,
Hutchinson Square.
Hutchinson Square, and also Lodi Community Arts Center.
Excellent.
And other venues in Lodi. I did the Watts Winery venue that was open studios for Lodi.
For Lodi, yeah.
They couldn't come down here, so I went up there.
Perfect,
Had a fabulous show at Watts Winery.
Well, let me ask you, Ava, because obviously you've had these journeys. Where else have you had your arts, or where else have you been?
Well, I've been in 80 countries all around the world, and I've created in each one of those countries and left paintings there. And they're in the care of the person that I've left, or people that helped me while I was there. And so they're all still there and still going on. And every so often I go back and I retrace steps and go and visit and so forth. And so I have like little, what I call the mini pods or mini studios around the world. Well, but this is my main headquarters.
Well, so we're very lucky to have you here in our community. That's wonderful.
Well,
That's
I'm lucky
great.
to be here. I found that it's an amazing community for the arts. I mean, there's so many artists here. I just I couldn't believe it. You know, I think there are more artists here, even in the other places I've been around Northern California and so forth. Very much support.
Excellent.
I think it's great.
How about the student that is studying the arts right now? Would Stockton, would you say Stockton would be a great place to start, or at least part of that journey?
I think that depending upon where you want to focus, whether you want to focus on performance or dance or painting, I think you have to research where in the world to go. And I think if you're in Stockton, that there's certainly ample, incredible opportunities with performing, with dancing, with painting. I think you can seek out teachers anywhere you go, and I think this area is very rich for that.
Excellent. I like that. I like that. For those novice out there, or people, or young individuals, or even retirees that are getting ready to move on with another part of their life, that might be something to consider.
Absolutely. If anybody wants to apprentice or work with me, I'm also open to that.
Wow.
And
that's an opportunity.
I don't teach formal classes like a lot of the teachers do, but if somebody is drawn to that, I'm open.
Excellent. Well, thank you for that. That is wonderful. Now, one other thing is, in regards to what projects are you working in the future? What do you see Ava doing here?
Well, I'm working right now. I'm a partner in a Hollywood production company for doing a movie on the life and work of
Ava?
On that. And I've written several scripts, but every time I write one, I go, well, now I see it differently. So this is really something I've never done before. It's marketing and branding.
Exactly.
And I have not really focused on that because my creative drive's so strong that it's really hard for me to focus on the past. And but I'm taking this on as a creative project, and it's very exciting to me, and I'm working on that. I don't know how long it will take. It might take a long, the movie on Frida was 7 years in its production, so
hopefully it'll be 7 years or less.
Yeah. That, and then I'm working also on putting the art on painting, living art, on fabric and on clothing, dresses, robes, male and female outfits, and fabric, and silk, cashmere, cotton, linen, and wool. All
very
natural fabric, and taking the art in its essence and its energy and incorporating that with clothing, so it's living art.
It's living art, exactly.
And living art, and also doing stage productions with costumes with the art.
Wow.
And art, dance performance with the art, and music venues with the art.
Great.
Yeah,
I mean, there's
like
so much.
Rock venues, gospel venues, country venues, all of those things I'm working on.
Wow. And we do have, several. I mean, we're lucky here in Stockton and in Lodi in the Central Valley that there are several theaters, and that's something that can always.
That's right.
You can always have your little imprint there in those venues.
Yeah, absolutely.
I look forward to that. Well, for those of you who would like to get a hold of Ava, I will put her information. I'll be scrolling down here like we normally have. And visit her website. I'll put that information as well. You're going to see some lovely, lovely pieces of works of art and get to know Ava a little better. And for those of you who want to see where else she's going to be presenting or having the show, I'm sure she'll have that on her website as well. So Ava, any last words? Anything else?
Just to encourage everyone in the journey of creativity and following their heart for where they should be, and if they're here in the San Joaquin Valley, knowing that their heart can open and express and ignite the whole valley.
Well, thank you so much. That is wonderful. I really, really appreciate it.
Thank you. Well, thanks for coming this morning.